2019 may have been a year of disappointment and successes alike, but there's no denying the sheer amount of content that certain releases have contained. There are games that provided over 100 hours of gameplay, more than validating their selling price and capturing your attention like nothing else. Let's take a look at them now. Ancestors: Humankind Odyssey. If you ever wanted to experience prehistoric journey from the growth of your tribe all the way to its evolution millions of years later, Ancestors might be worth checking out. It encompasses combat, survival, stealth, exploration, and yes, even dying. A lot. As you learn more, craft tools, and carry your tribe forward, so too does the world around you change. Super Mario Maker 2. Super Mario Maker 2 offers 100 levels in its story mode, each with different challenges as you gather coins to fix Princess Peach's castle. However, the main appeal is playing different levels designed by other players. There are over 5 million levels that have been uploaded thus far in a variety of styles, from classic Super Mario Bros. To new Super Mario Bros. U, and the recently introduced Super Mario 3D World. With all of these courses, a robust level editor that you can lose yourself in, speedruns, and so much more, Super Mario Maker 2 truly offers a near unlimited amount of content. Final Fantasy XIV: Shadowbringers. Each new expansion for Final Fantasy XIV adds a hefty amount of content, but Shadowbringers tops them all. New playable races, 2 massive new cities, 2 new jobs, new monster types in the Sin Eaters, 9 new dungeons, and a new raid crafted by Kingdom Hearts veteran Tetsuya Nomura. And this is aside from the heaps of side quests and main story missions, or New Game Plus for replaying previous quests and battles. But wait, there's more, like the trust system for summoning NPCs to assist in dungeons, and the first part of Yora: Dark Apocalypse, a raid series based on Nier Automata and designed by Yoko Taro. Tom Clancy's The Division 2. The Division 2 was lauded from the outset for the sheer number of zones, side content, missions, and secrets that could be discovered. Even as you progress through World Tiers 1 to 5, there were still apparel events, specializations, strongholds, the raid, dark zones, and expeditions to grind through. While enthusiasm for the game has swayed back and forth due to its loot changes, balancing issues, and whatnot, it still remains one of the meatiest looter shooters with some well-designed missions and cover-based gameplay. Borderlands 3. Much as one could abhor the writing in Borderlands 3, there's certainly some fun looting and shooting to be done. While your average story playthrough could range from 20 to 30 hours, not including all the side content, there are Circles of Slaughter, Proving Grounds, boss farms, and the new Maliwan Takedown mission to master. You can take a single Vault Hunter from the base game through Mayhem 1 to 4 before even touching True Vault Hunter mode. And if the numerous build options for one character aren't enough, there are 3 others to choose and a Guardian rank system to grind. This is all without the first story expansion, Moxie's Heist of the Handsome Jackpot, which launches this month and adds even more bosses and missions. Dauntless. Phoenix Labs' Dauntless seems like a light option to Monster Hunter, but quickly came into its own as a worthy alternative. You have 19 behemoths to slay, 7 different weapon types with their own items, and several gear pieces to unlock across a variety of quests. Then there are the Maelstrom hunts, which bring tougher subspecies of behemoths to grind, the Trials of Lady Luck, which presents different modifiers to hunts, and of course hunt passes to grind through. The more arcade-like nature of combat makes Dauntless appealing in its own way, and there's a fair bit of customization and special moves to mess around. Monster Hunter World: Iceborne. Of course, for those sworn to the Fifth Fleet, nothing tops Monster Hunter World Iceborne, with dozens of new Master Rank armor sets, 27 new monsters to hunt, heaps of weapons and charms to grind through, and new moves and mechanics like the Clutch Claw. Iceborne will reignite your passion for the base game. When you mix in the new guiding lands and its ecology, new collaboration quests, special events, and recently added monsters like Rajang and Stygian Zinogre, not to mention a new upcoming siege quest, 100 hours will feel like chump change in the long run. World of Warcraft Classic. Blizzard Entertainment's World of Warcraft Classic helped rekindle a lot of goodwill squandered by Battle of Azeroth, and even if it's just the original game from before the Burning Crusade launched, it's easy to forget just how much there is to do, from choosing between 8 races and 9 classes. Raids like Molten Core, Onyxia, and the like will test your coordination, but the leveling process will have you grinding through all of the quests and side quests for hours on end. SEKRIO: Shadows Die Twice. From Software's latest should take as long to beat as the Dark Souls games and Bloodborne, at least in terms of story, but there are still lots of mini-bosses to battle, upgrades to unlock, and collectibles to find, which can take a good 40+ hours. The real appeal lays in mastery, of getting better at the game and its mechanics, learning all the little tricks for defeating each boss, and running through it all again to test that knowledge. Do it in New Game, plus with the Bell Demon Curse for that added challenge, and watch the time fly. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Ubisoft's latest open-world opus is in a much better state than at launch, though it still has a ways to go. Even if you finish the passé story and ignore PvP, there is quite a lot to get out of the game. Side missions, faction dailies, weapon blueprints, bases, basically everything you've come to expect from a Ubisoft shooter. The addition of the first raid Project Titan and removal of the daily BP cap on the Battle Pass also provides more content to grind through. Days Gone. Days Gone doesn't reinvent the open-world wheel, but it doesn't have to. With an intriguing story that lasts a hefty 35+ hours, you quickly delve into clearing out hordes and infestation zones, taking down ambush camps and exploring Nero checkpoints in the post-game. Subsequent updates added New Game Plus, weekly DLC challenges including Surrounded, which challenges you to survive for as long as possible against a horde of freakers, and the ability to reset hordes and infestation zones. Red Dead Redemption 2 PC. Numerous launch issues aside, Rockstar Games' Red Dead Redemption 2 is still an incredibly well-crafted single-player game with an unforgettable story and deep open world, full of activities to complete. PC players hopping on for the first time also get the benefit of all the Red Dead Online content that's been added since launch. That includes new story missions, new modes, and 3 new classes, with a 4th on the way. Each class carries its own progression, abilities, and dedicated legendary activities with different rewards attached. Death Stranding. Say what you will about Kojima's latest, but if you love Death Stranding, there's a lot to do. The main story takes somewhere between 35 and 40 hours, but you can easily lose time delivering packages, building structures, partaking in public works projects with other players, unlocking every single item and blueprint, and discovering the many celebrity cameos in-game. And of course, that's not counting all the lore available to sift through. The Legend of Heroes: Trails of Cold Steel 3. Falcom's The Legend of Heroes series is well known for delivering awesome epic tales that can span dozens of hours. Trails of Cold Steel 3 is no different. Even as you're busy defending Rean Schwarzer's homeland and instructing a new squad, there's tons of side content and quests to work through. You even get a new card game called Vantage Master to go with the traditional fishing for farming different sepiths. Pokémon Sword and Shield. No, these aren't the games with the most definitive list of Pokémon, but Pokémon Sword and Shield still provide a lot to do. When you're done with the story and capturing all 400 Pokémon, there's quite a bit of endgame to grind through. You can fight through the Battle Tower for rare candies, items, and mints, partake in max raids against giant Pokémon, alone or with other players, min-max your Pokémon using vitamins, and much more. That's not counting all the online battling that can keep you busy. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from Gaming Bolt, please hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to switch on the notifications bell icon next to it. That way you'll never miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching.